Hey friends, it's Miss A. I have you down a little lower than my head today because it is a family night, craft night at the Northeast Branch Library in 11th and Pike, and we're doing a craft down on the table. So this week's craft is fall leaf painting. So if you want to celebrate winter holidays in November, that's fine. But technically it's still fall, there are leaves on the trees and all over the ground. So what I want you to do before you start this activity is go on a walk by yourself, with family and friends, and collect a bunch of fall leaves. All right, so as I said, leaves are not included in your Go Pack. So if you haven't already, make sure you get a Go Pack at the Northeast Library on 11th and Pike. But in addition to picking up your Go Pack, you need to go for a walk and collect a bunch of fall leaves. So the things you'll need other than the leaves, these which will be included in your Go Pack, are either sheets of paper or canvas. It'll vary depending on your pack, and of course after you use a canvas you can switch to paper. A paintbrush, paints, and optionally tape. So I'm gonna pop my head up here. You'll still hear me, but watch what I'm doing with my hands. So you wanna take your piece of paper or canvas, and the first thing you're going to do is take your leaves, and we are going to arrange them in a way we like on the page. And what you're going to do is when you find a place you like your leaf, make a little roll of tape and stick it on. So I like this leaf here. I'm going to make a tape roll. So you just take your tape, take the sticky side and put a non-sticky side on it to make this little roll. Kids, if you can't manage to make this little roll, have an adult help you or an older family member or friend. So I'm gonna take this, put it under my leaf and stick it down. So I'm going to fast forward, and in a moment I'll tape down all my leaves, or as many as I want on the page. Alright, so I have all of my leaves taped onto my paper. So as you can see, I chose to make some of them run off the sides, just so I only get part of the leaf. You can arrange it however you want. You could do a design like hearts, leaves that make a heart, and a circle, and like circles going out, or just sort of all over like I did. Just, play around with it. But the next thing you're going to do is you're going to paint over it. So you could paint. What you want to do is make sure you paint over the edges of your leaf. You could paint like all the way over or just around the edges, but you want to try to get the imprint of the leaf. So we have the tape to help us, but you just want to be careful to make sure you get the edges. What we're going to do is paint it, then let the paint dry, and after the paint dries, we're going to peel off the leaves. So I'm going to get painting, and so should you. Alright, so I've finished painting on my leaves. As you can see, a lot of them have paint all over them. That's exactly what you want. I just did sort of like a rainbow gradient since I wasn't sure what to do. I always think a nice blend of colors going down looks cute. So feel free to do something like I did or do something totally different. You can do paint designs, you could do it all one color. You could do like reds and oranges and yellows and browns and make fall colors, whatever you feel like doing. So now the next step is to be patient and let them dry. So I'll see you in a second. We're going to let our paint dry, then we're going to come back and carefully pull off the leaves. See you in a second. Alright friends, so my paint is more or less dry now. Be careful when you're taking off the leaves. They might take longer to dry actually than the paper or the canvas. So what I'm going to do is now carefully take all the leaves off, discard them in a place where they're not going to get everything covered in paint, and take off the tape, and that'll be the end of my picture. So let's do it and see what it looks like. Alright friends, so here is my finished leaf painting. It's hard to see. Here is my finished leaf painting. You can fill it in all the way like I did, or you could just do paint around the edges so there's a lot more white space in addition to the leaves. Additionally, once you've used up all your paint doing pictures, you could do this with markers, colored pencils, crayons. Just make sure you hold down the leaf when you're going around it. I hope you enjoyed this week's craft. Hope Hope you enjoy the end of fall, and I hope you have a great week. Join us again next Wednesday at 5:30 for another family night craft night here at Northeast. Have a nice week.